Hola amigos, bienvenidos to HBTV's Weekly Report. I'm your host, Viviana Granillo. Thank you so much for being with us. On today's show, we're going to have your latest trending headlines, a segment with Lindita in Lindita's Kitchen, and of course, the Chisme Award of the Week. So hang tight, don't go anywhere because HBTV starts now. All right, guys, let's kick it off with your latest trending headlines. Starting off, the U.S. small business confidence rises in August. 5 of the index's 10 components increased last month, while 3 declined and 2 were unchanged. The survey's labor market gauges improved further last month, supporting the view that August's job growth slowdown was an aberration. The U.S. Labor Department reported on Friday that non-farm payrolls increased 173,000 last month, the smallest gain in 5 months. Small business owners were slightly optimistic about sales, but did not believe it was a good time to expand. Owners were pessimistic about business conditions over the next 6 months and were non-committal regarding capital and inventory investment. In related news, there are generally 3 areas in which small businesses make up huge inroads in economic growth. These 3 include steady employment, local and overall GDP, job creation/growth. The United States Small Business Administration suggests that over a 4-year span, more than half of all startups will still be in business. Small business owners are responsible for a sizable chunk of the GDP. Another study showed that small businesses were responsible for 50% of the non-farm private GDP in the United States. Economists surmised that external larger firms might bring short-term benefits to an area, but long-term sustained economic growth was achieved more fluidly with local startup businesses. A report by the Bureau of Labor and Statistics demonstrated that small businesses with between 1 and 49 employees were responsible for around 40% of the total net job growth in America.
I feel so empty. I think we have to change something.
Do you want me to refill you?
Yeah, that might help.
Refill your bottle for free with water from the tap.
Hola and welcome to Lindita's Kitchen on the road, and I'm here with Rico Aragon, and he's got this awesome business here. It's called
Barbed Wire Reef.
Hey, I wanted you to say it just the way you like it. So tell me, when did you get into the business?
I started this business in 2011.
2011?
Yeah.
And so what got you thinking food?
I always loved to cook, so it just drive me into, I went to dental school and look at me. I loving to cook, drive me into do this business, and I really love it.
Well, it seems that way. So how long have you said 2011 you started this?
2011, March 2011.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then you started with your menu. Tell me your menu.
Yeah, I mean, I specialize in wild game and seafood, gourmet burgers, sandwiches, and browers. So we started with a very small menu that it was mainly Colorado, elk, buffalo, venison, and regular beef. And as far as I started getting and finding more interesting product, the wildest and the more unique and strange and rare to find, the more I was interested and intrigued about them. So I started getting my hands into kangaroo, camel, rattlesnake, alligator, antelope, pheasant.
Oh my God!
I know.
What is your specialty though? What is your favorite dish that you like to make?
One of our signature items that I love to cook is the our chipotle bourbon carnita sandwich, and it's like people who love pulled wild boar sandwiches, they love this.
Well, that would be me. So you know what? Can you give me? Can you just show me a little bit in the kitchen?
Absolutely.
And see what's going on?
As a matter of fact, we have a fresh batch, so we're gonna go ahead and get one.
Let's get cooking! Woohoo! Okay, I'm here with Bill and Sarah, and they're having a little sample of what's going on here at the Barbed Wire Reef. What do you think?
It's very good. It's very good. It's got a nice little kick to it, but not overpowering.
Yeah?
It's not too spicy, which I like.
Really?
Yeah.
Very flavorful at the same time.
Can you taste the love?
I can taste a lot.
Okay, so now that you've had a little sample, I'm sure you're going to order a big sandwich now, right?
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
Great.
See.
Of course we will.
Of course. All right. Well, thank you so much, and have a wonderful time here at the Taste of Colorado.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic. That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids. We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone. And every day, more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education. Learn more at hsf.net.
Thank you, Lindita, for that fabulous report at the Taste of Colorado. All right, guys, we have an interesting story for you. A first-time national study on Latino health risk and causes of death by the Centers for Disease Control, prevalence of some diseases, and the difference in health between foreign-born Latinos and U.S.-born Latinos. The Vital Signs report titled A la Buena Salud into Good Health outlined and broke down within Latino subgroups health risks as well as the leading causes of death in the Latino population in the United States. Key findings from the study include 1. That foreign-born Latinos tend to be healthier, eat better, and smoke less than U.S.-born Latinos. 2. Foreign-born Latinos tend to smoke less than U.S.-born Latinos, and the rate of smoking among U.S.-born Latinos is much higher. 3. The rate of diabetes among Mexicans and Puerto Ricans was high, and both these groups had an 80% greater death rate than white non-Hispanics. The CDC detailed the top causes of death among Latinos, which include cancer, heart disease, unintentional injuries, stroke, and diabetes. All right, for our final trending headline, the work toward a National Latino Museum has started again. Estuardo Rodriguez is the executive director of the Friends of the National Museum of the American Latino, with the charge of breathing life into the Latino Museum idea. U.S. Latinos deserve a place among the country's premier educational museums, and he'll tell you that in order to get the needed legislation, you have to go to Congress with a feasibility study in hand. Estuardo wants to raise the $3.5 million to do the study and then take it to Congress. So he travels around the country talking to people to make his points. He's banking on their help to raise the needed funds. The brick and mortar part of the museum will cost at least $325 million, but for now he's working on the first step to raise 1% of the total for the study to get the legislature to pay attention. He's hoping to have everything ready by 2016. It will be a good year for easy votes in Congress to curry Latino favor. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cheeseman is finally here. Production, can I get a drum roll, please? Because it goes to none other than Manny Manuel from Puerto Rico. Manny Manuel was involved in another car accident over the weekend in su Isla Hermosa of Puerto Rico. On Saturday at 6:26 a.m., he crashed into a police car, out of everything, while allegedly driving under the influence. The first statement from Manny Manuel after hitting a police car and clocking in an illegal level of blood alcohol level while driving has nothing to do with the incident. The merengue singer was back on the stage not long after the accident and posted this photo you see here with the following message. It was a great performance tonight. No remorse, no regret, no apology, nada. Manny Manuel, seriously, get off the road and call a taxi before you kill somebody, my man. Because of that, you get the Cheeseman Award of the Week. Congratulations! Not really. All right, guys, that has been all for HBTV's weekly report. I'm your host, Viviana Granillo. Thank you so much for being with us. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and on Instagram. We will see you guys next week because we have an awesome show prepared for you. Have a good one!